What if I told you the biggest reason men over 60 struggle with energy, confidence, and performance isn't aging, but something completely within your control? Most men spend years chasing pills, treatments, and quick fixes without realizing that the real solution is hidden in 6 simple steps. Steps that can completely transform how your body responds in just days. In this video, I'll reveal these 6 science-backed secrets that I've shared with hundreds of men over 60, helping them regain natural strength, vitality, and the confidence they thought was gone forever. And it all starts right here, right now. Would you believe me if I told you that the real reason most men over 60 struggle with weaker erections isn't simply aging, but the way they've been programming their bodies for decades? It sounds surprising, but the very habits that once brought relief and comfort, especially in those private moments, could now be silently working against you. They reduce your sensitivity, slow down blood flow, and even create a disconnect between your body and mind. The good news, you can turn this around. Your body can be retrained, your natural strength can be revived, and you don't need pills, pumps, or complicated gadgets. The key lies in the right kind of stimulation, something far more powerful and natural than you might expect. My name is Dr. Michael Dean, and I've spent over 30 years as a men's health specialist, helping men just like you regain energy, confidence, and connection, not only physically, but emotionally as well. Here's the surprising truth. Most men believe that after 60, sexual stimulation is something to hide or avoid, as if it no longer serves a purpose. But I'm here to show you that when done correctly, it can actually be your greatest tool for restoring your vitality and reclaiming your power. In this video, I'll walk you through 6 science-backed methods designed to boost blood circulation, restore control, and reignite your confidence. And I'll reveal one simple technique you can try tonight that could lead to noticeably stronger erections in as little as 7 days. Stay with me, because what I'm about to share might completely change the way you see your own body. Before we dive in, I have a quick favor to ask. If this topic matters to you, if you're serious about regaining your strength and feeling like the man you used to be, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. This way, you'll never miss any of my tips designed specifically for men over 60. And if what I'm sharing resonates with you, type the number 1 in the comments to let me know you're here with me. If not, type 0 and tell me what I can do better to help you on this journey. Now let's get into the very first step, one that is often overlooked, yet it's probably the most crucial of them all. It's not a pill, not a device, and not some trendy supplement. It's about changing the way you reconnect with your own body. Because before you can rebuild your physical power, you first have to reawaken your awareness. And that's where we start with something I call conscious stimulation. This is a simple yet powerful method that sharpens your sensitivity, improves blood circulation, and retrains your nervous system to respond the way it once did when you were younger. Let me explain how this works. Step 1, conscious stimulation, reprogramming your mind-body connection. I want to take you back for a moment to when you were in your prime. Do you remember how effortlessly your body used to respond? Just the slightest touch could spark something powerful inside you. Back then, arousal felt natural. You didn't have to overthink it. But as the years pass, things change. And while that change can be frustrating, even discouraging, it also presents your biggest opportunity. After 60, your nervous system simply doesn't respond the same way it used to. Years of stress, sluggish blood flow, and unconscious habits can dull the communication between your brain and your body. Here's the great news: you can rebuild that connection. In fact, some of the most impressive transformations I've seen come from men who slow down, pay attention, and learn to truly listen to their bodies again. When you give your body that level of awareness, you're laying the foundation for strength, control, and confidence to return often faster than you'd expect. That's the essence of conscious stimulation. It's not about chasing release or repeating the same old patterns you've relied on for years. Instead, it's about learning to speak the language of your body again through your breath awareness and intentional, gentle touch. Clear away distractions. Find a quiet space, slow your breathing, and explore your body not with urgency, but with genuine curiosity. Focus on the sensations themselves, not on reaching climax. Let your breath set the rhythm. Inhale deeply as you move. Exhale as you relax. This alone can lower cortisol levels, activate your parasympathetic nervous system, and reawaken nerve endings that may have gone dormant with age. Some of my clients describe it as if they've come alive for the first time in years. After just a few sessions, they start noticing something remarkable stronger: morning erections, heightened sensitivity, and a quiet but powerful sense of confidence, returning something they feared had been lost forever. This is where true recovery begins, not inside a pill bottle, but inside a renewed mindset. Once you've learned to reconnect with your body, you're ready to rebuild, because now your body is listening again. This means you're prepared to shift from simple awareness to real action. And that journey starts with a powerful yet simple technique I call gentle compression, a natural way to pump life back into the very tissues that support your erections. Let me show you how this works. Step 2, gentle compression, activating your natural blood pump. After working with hundreds of men over 60, one of the most common things I hear is, "Doctor, I just don't feel that firmness anymore." And believe me, I understand how deeply this affects not just your physical health, but your sense of self. This isn't just about performance, it's about identity, self-confidence, and that quiet dignity that comes from feeling strong in your own body. That's exactly why this next technique is so critical. Gentle compression has worked wonders for men who once believed their best days were long behind them. And if they can reclaim that strength, so can you. Here's the truth: your penis isn't just a simple body part. It's a delicate network of blood vessels, soft muscle fibers, and sensitive nerves. Just like any other part of your body, it needs proper circulation to stay healthy and responsive. As we age, that blood flow naturally declines unless we take specific steps to keep it alive and active. Gentle compression is like a workout designed for your erections. By lightly holding and guiding blood from the base toward the tip, you are essentially teaching your blood vessels to open up again. This allows fresh, oxygen-rich blood to flow in and nourish the tissues that make firmness possible. It's not about brute strength or harsh intensity. It's all about rhythm breathing and deliberate control. Think of it like a form of therapeutic massage that retrains your body to respond the way it used to. I often tell my patients, you're not forcing strength, you're inviting it back. And over time, if you practice this just a few times per week, you'll begin to notice real changes: a warm sensation building in the pelvic area, a firmer and fuller feeling during arousal, and an undeniable boost in your sense of control. All of this quietly rebuilds your confidence from the inside out. It may feel gentle, but don't underestimate its power. What you're really doing is teaching your body how to send energy and vitality exactly where it's needed most. Once that flow is restored, there's an even bigger challenge to master, one that can make or break your sense of control. Because true strength isn't just about achieving an erection. It's about knowing how to maintain it, how to stay in control, instead of letting your body rush ahead on autopilot. And that's exactly what we're going to explore next. Step 3, mastering stimulation control, training your endurance. If you've ever found yourself losing control too quickly, feeling frustrated, embarrassed, or even disconnected afterward, I want you to know you're not alone. I've had countless men in their 60s and 70s sit across from me, their eyes downcast, saying things like, "I used to last so much longer, but now it feels like my body has a mind of its own." And I always tell them the same thing: this is not your fault. Your body is simply following the patterns it's been conditioned to follow, reacting too quickly and releasing without giving you the control you deserve. The good news is that you can retrain your body, and it all begins with something I call stimulation control. Think of your arousal like a rising wave. Most men, especially as they get older, don't even notice how close they are to the peak until it's already too late. But with awareness and the right technique, you can learn how to ride that wave, feeling it build, slowing it down, and staying firmly in control. It starts by learning to recognize your own threshold, that point around 70% or 80% where the pressure is building, but you haven't crossed the line yet. When you reach that point, pause. Take a deep breath. Give your body a moment to stabilize. Then return to gentle stimulation. Each time you repeat this cycle, you're training your body the same way you'd build strength by lifting weights, developing endurance and mastery over your own excitement. The result? Greater stamina, sharper control, and a renewed sense of power during intimate moments. Many of my clients have told me this was the first time they felt truly in charge again, no longer at the mercy of their body, but confidently guiding it. It's a subtle shift, but it changes everything. And once you reclaim that control, your sense of timing rhythm, and trust in your own body, something deep inside you becomes ready to awaken. It's one of the most overlooked sources of masculine power, yet also one of the most potent. And here's the thing, it's been with you all along, quietly waiting to be reactivated. Let's tap into that now. Step 4. Pelvic floor activation. Unlocking your core power. There's a small hidden area in your body that holds more strength than most men ever realize. A zone often ignored, located between the scrotum and the anus. Yet this is where some of the most vital muscles and nerves reside, the ones that play a key role in controlling erections and ejaculation. I like to call this area the core of male strength, because when this foundation weakens, everything else starts to feel unstable. But when you learn how to wake it up and bring it back online, everything changes. Over the years, I've seen countless men chase complicated solutions, yet they often overlook this one simple truth. If your pelvic floor isn't activated, blood flow suffers, sensitivity fades, and maintaining firmness becomes a challenge. That's why pelvic floor massage isn't just helpful, it's essential. I know it might sound unusual at first, but I encourage you to approach it not as something awkward, but as a deeply restorative practice. Think of it as reconnecting with a part of yourself that's been forgotten. With gentle touch, circular movements, and light pressure, you can begin stimulating the nerves and blood vessels that fuel your erections from the inside out. Some of my clients have described their first few sessions as not just physically surprising, but emotionally profound. When the warmth returns, when the sensations begin to flow again, there's often a quiet realization. This part of me is still alive. I'm still here. That rediscovery done just 2 to 3 times a week can bring powerful healing. Over time, this technique can lead to noticeable improvements in erection, firmness, ejaculation, control, and overall pelvic awareness. You're not just addressing a symptom, you're reactivating a power center that supports everything else. And once you've awakened this foundation, the next step is just as crucial, learning how to quiet the noise in your mind. Because even if your body is ready, tension, distractions, or anxiety can disrupt everything in an instant. What I'm about to share next might surprise you. It could be the missing link you have been searching for. Step 5, mental relaxation. Calming the mind to strengthen the body. Over the years, I've met so many men who were doing all the right things physically. They improved their diet, exercise regularly, and even practiced the techniques we've already discussed, yet they still struggled. When I sat down and truly listened to them, I noticed a recurring pattern. Their mind was working against their body. Stress, anxiety, performance, pressure. These invisible enemies quietly restrict blood flow, spike cortisol levels, and shut down arousal before it even has a chance to begin. You may not be able to see this tension, but your body feels it. That's why mental relaxation isn't optional. It's the foundation. If you want your body to respond fully, you have to teach your mind how to slow down. And no, I'm not talking about becoming a monk or meditating for hours on end. I'm talking about simple, practical habits that signal to your nervous system, you're safe now, you can let go. The easiest place to start is with your breath. Your breath is always the doorway. When you inhale slowly through your dome and exhale through your mouth, your heart rate begins to settle, your muscles loosen, and blood flows more freely, especially to the areas that matter most. Add to this a few honest, grounding affirmations. Not empty cliches, but real reminders, like I am in control. My body still works. I deserve to feel connected. Some men find that soft background music helps. Others prefer complete silence. A few even use calming scents like lavender or sandalwood to melt away stress. The most important thing is this: feel present. Release the worries, the overthinking, and the fear of failure. Those mental blocks will sabotage your strength far more than age ever could. I remember one man telling me he hadn't felt truly calm in years until he practiced this. And once he did, it was as if his body finally remembered how to perform, how to respond naturally. The next morning, for the first time in over a decade, he woke up with a completely natural, spontaneous erection. That's what happens when the mood and body finally start working together again. But here's the key to keep those results, to ensure that you're not just experiencing a temporary boost, but building lasting strength. There's one final piece of the puzzle that must fall into place. It's something that happens quietly day after day, and that's exactly what we'll explore next. Step 6, daily habits. Building the foundation for lasting strength. One of the hardest lessons I've learned, both personally and while guiding others, is that progress doesn't happen in a single moment. True change is built through the small, consistent choices we make every single day, often when no one is watching. When it comes to sexual health after 60, the truth is simple. Techniques can spark improvement, but daily habits are what make it sustainable. Your body is still capable of remarkable strength, but now more than ever, it needs your support. That means fueling it properly, moving it regularly, allowing it to rest, and giving it the care it may have been denied during your busiest years. Let's start with something we all understand: nutrition. What you eat directly impacts your circulation, hormone balance, and endurance. Foods rich in zinc, vitamin D, healthy fats, and leafy greens don't just keep your heart healthy, they also help maintain firm, lasting erections. A handful of nuts, salmon a few times a week, and fresh berries, these small changes can make a big difference. Then there's movement. You don't need to spend hours in the gym, but your body needs to stay active. A brisk walk, light squats, or even a few simple pelvic floor exercises, just 20 to 30 minutes a day, can dramatically improve blood flow and strengthen the very muscles that support your erections. Don't overlook the power of sleep. This is when your body repairs itself and produces testosterone naturally. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality rest each night and shut off all electronic devices well before bed. Deep, uninterrupted sleep is where true recovery begins. And of course, manage your stress. Your mind can either support your body or sabotage it. Make space every day to breathe, slow down, and reconnect. Whether it's through prayer, quiet reflection, or simply stepping outside to soak in the morning sunlight, these moments restore balance. Lastly, stay emotionally connected. Don't shut yourself off. Talk to your partner, share what you're going through. You'd be amazed at how a little vulnerability can be deeply healing. When all these habits, nutrition, movement, rest, calmness, and connection come together, they create the foundation that supports every technique we've discussed. They turn short-term improvements into long-term transformation. Now that you have all 6 pillars, let's close this out. Because what I want to leave you with is not just another tip, but a truth about your strength, a truth that far too few men are ever told, yet every man deserves to know. Conclusion: reclaiming your strength through consistent care. If you're still watching, I want to take a moment to thank you, not just for watching, but for showing up for yourself. I know how easy it is, especially after 60, to believe that your best days are behind you, that decline is something you just have to accept. But that couldn't be further from the truth. You've just learned 6 powerful ways to restore your natural strength, not through force, but through understanding. You've seen how conscious stimulation can reconnect your mind and body, how gentle compression can revive healthy blood flow, how mastering your arousal control gives you back confidence. You've discovered the quiet power of your pelvic floor, the mental reset that comes from calming your mind, and the daily habits that create lasting change. These aren't tricks, they are tools. And more than that, they are invitations, an invitation to slow down, listen, and treat your body not as a problem to fix, but as a part of you that still deserves care, attention, and yes, pleasure. I've worked with men from all walks of life, men who felt broken, ashamed, or unsure of themselves, and I've seen them return to life stronger and more confident than they ever imagined. Not because they chased a miracle, but because they committed to small, consistent actions. That's where real transformation happens. So if you're ready to start, remember this: your strength is not in a pill bottle. It's in you and your breath, your intention and your commitment to take care of the body you already have. That's what makes all the difference. And I believe in you. Start today. Be consistent. Let this be the beginning of something you never thought was possible. If this video has helped you, even just a part of it, please take a moment to hit that like button. It helps more than you might think. Share it with a friend, a brother, or someone you know who might be struggling quietly but hasn't found the words to ask for help. And I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me which technique you're most excited to try or what topic you'd like me to cover in the next video. Every message matters. If you'd like to support this channel so we can continue creating life-changing content for men over 60, consider contributing through the link in the description. Your support brings real solutions to real men, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. If you found this video helpful and want more powerful tips to restore your health, confidence, and vitality after 60, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell today. Each week, I'll share practical, easy-to-apply advice to help you stay strong, energized, and connected to the best version of yourself. Don't forget to leave a comment below and tell me what resonated with you most or what topics you'd like me to cover in the future. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend or someone who might need this message. It's a simple way to spread positivity and support. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I'll see you in the next video. Don't miss it.